Hello students, in this lecture we are going to study about Clemmensen and Wolff-Kishner reduction. First we will see Clemmensen reduction reaction. So in case of Clemmensen reduction reaction, if we take aldehydes or ketones, so first we'll see in case of aldehydes. So I can write CHO in its structural form, acetaldehyde CH3CHO. When acetaldehyde or any aldehyde undergo Clemmensen reduction, so 4 nascent hydrogens are required and which are supplied by zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. Zinc amalgam ZnHg and concentrated HCl acts as a catalyst, means they supply zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl hydrochloric acid are used as a catalyst and the mixture is heated. We get the addition of hydrogen takes place. So here this oxygen is replaced and the addition of 2 hydrogen to this carbon, we get this CO group is converted into CH2 with the removal of this oxygen is removed with the remaining 2 hydrogen, means we get the removal of oxygen and addition of 2 hydrogen at the place of oxygen, we get its corresponding CH3, this CH as it is, and at the place of oxygen 2 hydrogens are added plus H2O, means if you observe at the place of oxygen 2 hydrogens are added. So finally CO group is converted into CH2 group. So CO group means carbonyl group is converted into methylene group and we get a completely reduced product, and the name of this compound is, so this is the acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is converted into its corresponding 2 carbon containing alkane and the name of this alkane is ethane. So from acetaldehyde, that is ethanol, ethanol is converted into ethane. So 2 carbon containing aldehyde finally converted into 2 carbon containing alkane, and this reaction is called Clemmensen reduction reaction. Now instead of acetaldehyde, if we take other aldehyde, propione aldehyde. So formula of propione aldehyde is, how to write formula? Prop means 3 carbon, so arrange 3 carbon in straight chain. One of them is CHO group and remaining valency of each carbon complete by hydrogen. You will get the 3 carbon containing aldehyde propanol or propione aldehyde. When it undergoes Clemmensen reduction, so it is a react with 4 nascent hydrogen which are supplied by zinc amalgam ZnHg with concentrated hydrochloric acid as a catalyst and the mixture is heated. The CO group of aldehyde is converted into CH2. So removal of hydrogen with 2 hydrogens and 2 hydrogens are added at the place of oxygen. We get its corresponding alkane CH3CH2 and here CH and this CH2 is formed plus H2 is removed. So if you observe, this CO group is converted into CH2 group, means we get this CH3 group is formed, but CO group is converted into CH2 and therefore this reaction is called as reduction, addition of hydrogen, and the name of this alkane is propane. So from propanol we get propane, from butanol we get butane. If we take acetone, example of ketone is nothing but acetone, CH3 COCH3. So this is a 3 carbon containing ketone, propanone or dimethyl ketone or acetone. When it undergoes Clemmensen reduction, 4 nascent hydrogens are required to balance the equation. It takes place in presence of zinc amalgam and concentrated hydrochloric acid as a catalyst, and the mixture is heated. Here the removal of oxygen takes place from CO group and the addition of hydrogen So removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen takes place. We get CH3, CO group is converted into CH2, and this CH3 as it is, plus H2 is removed as a byproduct. Then if you observe, CO group is again converted into CH2 group, methylene group, and we get its corresponding propane. So propanone is converted into same carbon containing alkane, and the name of this alkane is propanone. From propanone we get propane. So same carbon containing alkane is formed by the Clemmensen reduction reaction, and Clemmensen reduction reaction always takes place in presence of catalyst zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl. So zinc amalgam and concentrated HCl supply nascent hydrogen for the reduction. So removal of oxygen and addition of hydrogen, therefore this reaction is called reduction reaction, Clemmensen reduction reaction. CO group means carbonyl group is converted into CH2 group, methylene group. Carbonyl group is converted into methylene group, and this reaction is called Clemmensen reduction. One more reduction reaction is there, Wolff-Kishner reduction. So in Wolff-Kishner reduction, in this reduction, aldehyde or ketones are finally converted into its corresponding alkane, but it takes place stepwise. If we take a first example of aldehyde, propion aldehyde. So 3 carbon containing aldehyde, CH3, CH2, CHO. So I can write this CHO in its structural form. So when this aldehyde is in the first step undergo Wolff-Kishner reduction, in the first step reaction takes place with hydrazine. Formula of hydrazine is NH2NH2. Here removal of water molecule takes place. So to show this removal of water molecule, I can highlight by using this green color. So removal of H2O takes place from this aldehyde and hydrazine. So this is a propion aldehyde or propanol. When undergoes reaction with hydrazine NH2NH2, and we get this reaction takes place in presence of dilute HCl or dilute acid. So we get its corresponding product CH3, CH2, here CH double bond as it is NH2. We get propanol or propion aldehyde hydrazone. So corresponding hydrazone is formed, hydrazine is converted into its corresponding hydrazone, and this hydrazone finally undergoes a reaction with KOH and ethylene glycol. So this hydrazone with removal of water molecule is removed plus H2O. So this hydrazone further undergoes reaction with KOH and ethylene glycol. So formula of ethylene glycol is OH CH2 CH2 OH, or simply you can write ethylene glycol. Ethylene glycol in presence of KOH and ethylene glycol, and the mixture is heated, we get its corresponding alkane. So this nitrogen N2 group is removed from this hydrazone. N2 is removed and these two hydrogens are added to this carbon. So these two hydrogens are directly added to this carbon. We get these two hydrogens are added to the this carbon. We get the final product. So finally we get CH3 CH2, and this CH is converted into CH3, means from propanol we get its corresponding 3 carbon containing alkane propane with removal of nitrogen gas. N2 is removed as a byproduct. So this is a Wolff-Kishner reduction. Wolff-Kishner reduction takes place in 2 steps. In the first step, this any aldehyde is treated with hydrazine, then by the removal of water molecule we get its corresponding hydrazone, and this hydrazone further undergoes reaction with KOH and ethylene glycol, and the mixture is heated, we get its corresponding final product, that is the alkane propane with the removal of nitrogen. If we take other example of aromatic ketone, so ethyl phenyl ketone. If we take a second example, ethyl phenyl ketone. So this is the phenyl group C6H5 group attached to the ketonic group CO group, and further it is bonded with C2H5. The name of this ketone is ethyl phenyl ketone. When ethyl phenyl ketone undergo Wolff-Kishner reduction, means it is treated with hydrazine. In the first step, it reacts with hydrazine. Formula of hydrazine is NH2NH2. Here removal of H2O takes place and the addition takes place. So remaining product is combined with each other, and we get this C6H5 as it is, C double bond N NH2, this C2H5 as it is. So we get ethyl phenyl ketone hydrazone with the removal of water molecule. So hydrazone is formed. This hydrazone further react with the KOH in ethylene glycol, KOH and ethylene glycol, and the mixture is heated, we get its corresponding. So removal of N2 takes place, N2 is replaced from this product hydrazone, and finally we get its corresponding alkane. Here CH2 is formed and the C2H5 as it is, so ended with the C2H5. So we can write this C2H5 either this side or to this side. So the name of this compound with the removal of N2, so we get its corresponding N-propyl benzene. N-propyl benzene. So finally N-propyl benzene is formed. So if you observe in ethyl phenyl ketone, this CO group is converted into CH2 group. So this reaction is also called as a reduction reaction. CO group is finally converted into CH2 group, and therefore but this is takes place in two steps. In first step, the reaction takes place with hydrazine. We get its corresponding hydrazone, and this hydrazone further react with KOH and ethylene glycol, and after heating we get its corresponding alkane derivative. So we get here N-propylbenzene, and this reaction is called as a Wolff-Kishner reduction. Now one more reaction is there,